Alright, welcome back everyone to my channel. My name is Artyom, and whoever is coming to this channel the first time, let me just quickly introduce myself. I'm a coach and analyst at foodcoaching.com. I will leave the description and link below, so you guys go ahead and can feel free to check. I encourage you to check that. What we do basically, how can we help you improve in this game. We also have great guys who are running podcasts on regular basis, and it's available on any major basically new podcast softwares, so you can go ahead and whenever you have a free time just listen to it. We discuss all the topics related to new game, and let me just remind you also that we're on a closed Discord with a great community that trying to help in every matter considering this game, so tactics, trading and stuff. We also run a private league over there, so yeah, all good stuff, and everything will be down below. So if you feel free, if you wanna check, go ahead. I encourage you of course to do that. Guys, regarding tactics, new video, and today it's gonna be a little bit different approach as my usual, because I'm not gonna give you game examples. There are two reasons for that. I want to open in a comment section a discussion between you or everyone who is gonna test these tactics and try to implement them to their game, and I want to see how you guys feeling. What would you change? What did you like or you hated basically, or you didn't like? And I want you to comment that below. And the second most important part why I'm not giving you today gameplay examples and how I create chances and how I utilize the formation and tactics created by me is because my PC crashed. Sorry, I lost basically all data, couldn't be saved. So whoever experienced that, you know how pain in the ass is that, and just it's just terrible. I had to reinstall basically everything, and I'm trying to get whatever I lost back to my computer right now. But in order to compensate that for you guys, I'm gonna give you two setups that I worked on, and whoever knows me, you know guys that I'm working really hard to make those tactics work in every division and stuff, in every aspect. So I will give you two setups today, right? So it's gonna be a 3-back formation and 5-back formation, and both of them I feel are pretty offensive minded. So, but you will tell me whenever you have a chance to check them out and test them. Just let me know in the comments how you feel about them, okay? Let's just jump into the tactics. Of course, let me know also in the comments, because I think in a couple days I'm gonna have everything ready and back to normal in my PC. If you wanna have game examples of those two formations, I'll be more than happy to also upload that and just make the video for you. One more thing that I want to say is in regards those results that I got with those tactics. In previous week it was 16 wins, and this week 18. I think it's pretty good. Rank 2, rank 3, so they are good enough, right? We all know that there are not so many players still in the game, because a lot of casuals just drop and those matchmaking stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna complain. I think for me it's a good result, and I'm happy to achieve that result with this. With those tactics, let me just jump into the to tactics itself. Let me show you my team right now that I'm working with. This is my team. I will show you how I line up them in a second. So everyone is first owner, so I got a little bit lucky, but yeah, so this is how it is. Couple SBCs, couple lucky gamble SBCs also with the icon picks, SBCs and stuff. All right, so let's start with the 5-back formation first, and both of them are gonna be pretty the same when it comes to tactics. Balance, defense, I'm not touching that yet. I think the cards that we have are still not good enough for any press, and that's the one thing. And the second thing, I want to have a control on my team, on my shape of my team when I'm defending, right? As you can see, even after patch, that they basically, let's say, nerfed 71 depth, that everybody's calling it. I'm still using depth. I even increased the depth to 80. So why? Let me explain myself. So first of all, before when I made my first video and uploaded the first video, I used the depth over 71, and I was actually one of the first who introduced that depth, and I was not aware how overpowered it is. But what I didn't like about it, because I didn't use that high depth in order to press opponent and leave him no space to move or build up. For me, it was to keep my defensive line higher and use the automatic offside traps, okay? Or just, you can call it automatic offside traps, or just my defensive line to push up when I'm defending, okay? So, but I didn't like what I didn't like about the press, that no matter what, your left mid, right mid wingers, they're all were congesting the midfield. So that's why it was a problem to build up for opponent. But also, not everyone is liking that high pressing, because you had to manually basically drag your wingers to wing side to the side of the pitch and just manually defend. So yeah, it was good for some people, but not all of them, and I wasn't using that for pressing the opponent, more that to keep my line higher enough, okay, and use that. I don't want to invite them to my box, okay, because the defending is pretty challenging this year. So that's why I think when I'm pushing up, at least I'm getting a chance to recover the ball sooner before the opponent reaches to my box. Okay, so I even increase after the patch depth, and I'm liking it because my players that play on a wing, they're not congesting the midfield anymore. So I think it's even, for me, to be honest, it's even more overpowered now than it was before. Of course, you have a little more time to create the chances in the midfield, but still, before that you could escape by going to the side of the pitch, and now, as midfield is not as congested, as you have to like balance it between the midfield and side of the pitch. Okay, you will see that, guys. I encourage you to check these tactics, and then you will tell me how you feel about it. Now, as you can see, I usually use fast build up. Okay, this time I'm changing to slow build up. And the reason for that is I didn't I was a little bit I was having problems with getting out of my box, and I was just basically playing counters, which I don't like to play that style. Okay, I don't like to just, drop, get the ball, recover the ball, and just counter. With a fast build up, I was feeling like that I'm using all the chances when I'm countering and I was scoring the goals on the counters. Okay, so the reason I changed for slow build up, because I said to myself that I don't care about results anymore, and I just want to play football that I like, the style that I like to play. So it may feel that I'm keeping the ball a little bit more. I'm a possession guy, so my possession usually is around 60s to 70% in the game, because I just prefer to keep the ball and just build up slowly. So slow build up allows you to your players will not run away from you. They will come close, they will show up for a ball, but also keep in mind that slow build up, as I said, they're not running away, so they're not making runs. So keep that in mind, because you will have to trigger them manually with the L1 just to make those runs, okay? So whenever you want your player to make a run, he will not do it automatically, because in our half, when we're slow building up, they're coming to help you out to get out of that press, that initial first press of the opponent, okay? So that's the first thing. Now, one thing that I want to talk to you about, guys, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please. I think there is some misunderstanding, because when we are having build-up play, I think the build-up play comes to when you're building up from your half, and maybe up to the first third of the opponent pitch. But when we have a chance creation, it's when we are getting closer to the box. That's how I understand those tactics when I'm using. Because people say that you don't have to use getting behind instruction when you have a long ball. I don't agree with this fully, because I think the long ball is to get out of your own half, and that's the time when your players are making those runs. When you get to the opponent half, I think it's this change creation tactic option is when it kicks in. You know what I mean? So or possession or forward runs, which is a long ball, I think, as a chance creation in closer to opponent box. Direct passing, we all know I don't use that. So this is how I set up: slow build up and balance. Possession was like no movement for my team, so I had to do everything manually in this setup, in this formation and tactics. So I decided to go to balance and let a little bit AI to just make movements, right? I want to see how the just AI is making movement. You know that I hate direct passing with passion, so I'm not going to use that. Possession was a little bit too slow. Keep in mind, in both of those setups, you will have to make those runs manually. With 71, I still prefer, because the reason why it's not 70 or less, because you see the width changes to it's making it, when you press 71, it's making your team wider. I don't want to congest the midfield. It's congested enough. You know what I mean? So yeah. So players in the box, 6 in both setups. I think in both corners, free kicks, it's up to you. I have one setup with a one corner bar of the corners, and the second one is 4. It's just 2 corner routines that I'm using, but I will leave it up to you, because I'm not gonna talk to you about how to make corners, and it's there's so many like tutorials on YouTube of it. So all right, this is how we line up, guys. Schmeichel, self-explanatory. The both your 2 center backs are not gonna play in the middle. This is important. One is going to be as a right center back, and the second one is going to be a left center back. Fullbacks on the sides. In my case, I'm using in a 5-back formation. I'm using Griezmann as my right winger, right fullback, and just moving Marcos Llorente to be as a second CDM with the SCN close to him. So yeah, one attacking, one defend. Basha, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correct. Basha is a pretty offensive player also, so she's good enough to get forward. But the main thing, your 2 center backs, none of them, which I think it's kind of new, is not playing as a center back in this role, as like you can see De Jong here, right? Yeah, this is where I put my, let's say, playmaker. The guy who can defend, because he's gonna defend in that position when he's gonna come back. You will see that he's joining the attack in a couple seconds. But he needs to have, okay, the defensive capabilities, of course. The passing options, shooting will be great also on it. So you can use basically players like Park Ji-sung, with the evolution, like for example. You can use Llorente here with the evolution, Frankie De Jong, anyone, even you can use, honestly, maybe he's a little bit too weak for that, but Modric, RTTK card. So yeah, every card that can defend, every card that you would use as your attacking CM, attacking CDM, let's say. So this is the position. Okay, the CDMs, self-explanatory: attackers, Ribery, Salah, and Futre up top. Let's get to the instructions. We'll start with goalkeeper. I use come for crosses and sweeper keeper. Now, in regards to goalkeeper, I'm gonna a little bit experiment here, because I don't think the comes for crosses works as intended, because you tell me. I mean, I don't see my Schmeichel in this case. Maybe I'm using the wrong goalie. Okay, that comes for crosses. You know what I mean? He's just stick to the line of the goal, and he's not moving. I have to move him manually, which I hate to do. So sweeper keeper is more viable this year, because you want to just, you know, shorten the way when the attacker is getting to the scoring opportunity. But comes from crosses, I need to rethink about if I'm gonna use that. Now, as your both center backs, don't touch them. I mean, Company on the right side, as you can see, and my left center back, Varane. Now, the important part, the center back, which I'm using De Jong, is I'm joining the attack and step up. So first, when I was start using that instruction, he was not moving forward at all, and I'm like, I think this instruction doesn't work. Okay, so yeah, but I was testing further and further in a couple more games, and what appears is I had to use the D-pad tactics when the game starts with instruction of extra striker. I had to turn it on during the game, and then the magic happens. Okay, so the young was involved in attack, and whenever I lose the ball, he was helping me out right away, quickly getting to his position. So we defend with a 5, but we attack basically with a formation with basically 8 players. You will see in the further instructions how it what we do. Okay, so fullbacks. They're not on balance. I need, because we have a slow build up. I'm not scared that they're gonna run away right away. What usually happens when you have balance build up or let's say long ball build up or even fast build up. So whenever you are building up from your own half, they will still show up for the ball, but slowly moving forward. And when we are already closer to the opponent's ball, then they will attack deeper further to the box. Okay, so join the attack and overlap. I had to do the overlap because when I use balance or inverted, they were a little bit too close to my left cam and right cam, or even in the center of the pitch, and it was again too congested as for my liking. Okay, Griezmann the same, join the attack and overlap. You guys know that they a little bit nerf in the patch the track back of those fullbacks, so keep that in mind when you are defending. They're not gonna sprint right away back when they are involved very high in attack, so keep that in mind that you might be vulnerable on the sides. They will get back, but not as fast as they did before the patch. Okay, as I said, I think both those formations and tactics are very offensive. So yeah, but I will just wait for your comments. Now, both CDMs, they're both on stay back, cover center, drift wide, and cat passing lanes. So nothing like crazy, nothing new, let's say here. I turn off the aggressive interceptions and deep line playmaker, and I'll tell you why. Because I have already my playmaker here. This is my playmaker who is joining the attack and distributing the ball from the back. Okay, so what I need from my CDMs is basically to have that option from the wings to recycle the ball through middle, find my cams or striker. Even though they have a stay back while attacking, but we have 6 players in the box, when they see the space to run into the box, they will take their chances. The reason why I want them to drift wide, because I want to have those triangles closer to the side of the pitch, like on the right side between Etienne, Salah and Griezmann, let's say, and the same thing with the Llorente, Basha and Ribery on the left side. With a drift wide, they are also given a space for De Jong to utilize the middle of the pitch. Okay, so yeah, but play it, test it, you will let me know. Same instructions for both Ram and Lamb. Come back on defense, get in box free roam, and the same on Ribery. No drift wide, no stick to position. I want them on a free roam. I want a little bit, let's say, surprise my opponent with their movement. Okay, sometimes I find them in such a different position that I'm like, what are you guys doing here, right on the pitch? But it's actually it makes a little bit game fun, not so predictable, you know what I mean? And the striker that I'm using right now, Paulo Futre, that I packed just to drift wide. So because De Jong is gonna when he's joining the attack, he's gonna come very deep and even join the box of the opponent. So I want to have a little bit of room for him to get to that box. Okay, the first setup, and now let me show you the second one. They're pretty close. As I said, over here nothing changes. Okay, nothing changes. Same balance, 45, 80 slow build up balance, 71, 6, 1, 1. Okay, so formation, and this is how I line up this formation. So as you can see, it's it's basically the same when it comes to center backs. Center backs, not on the center of the pitch, they're on the right and left side, okay? Okay, we screwed up. This is not the right formation. This was... Yeah, this is how it is. It's a 3-5-2. So, as you can see, Kompany and Varane on the sides, and on the center is De Jong, because this is, again, my playmaker who's going to join the attack. The difference between this and 5-back formation is, first of all, we have a cam that I'm using more often, and sometimes I feel like I need him. So those three attackers, Futre, Salah, and Ribery, they are on not stay forward, but they are on balance. So they're not helping me so much in defense. And when I feel like I need to attack a little bit more, I'm switching to 3-5-2. But keep in mind that in this formation, you're it's a little bit you're a little bit more vulnerable, because the left mid and right mid, even though they are on come back on defense, they're not you're not as much secured as in a 5-back formation. Kind of plays the same, but this one you have more triangles even to work on. So when I'm using 5-back is to use the wide side of the pitches. When I'm using 3-5-2, it's more to use to escape from the press. I'm escaping to side, but mostly I'm building up through middle. I know how it sounds in this game, building up from the middle. What the hell are you talking about? I'm trying to build up from the middle, okay? Let's just say that. Let's put it that way. All right, instructions. Again, this time, as you can see, I just turn off the goalkeeper instructions, and I'm fine with it so far. Nothing on. I don't know why it's. Did it just delete? Yeah, it deleted all my instructions. Hold on a second. I think it deleted all my instructions from as I changed the formation, but let's see. Yeah, now we have it. Okay, so as you can see, the Galway is actually should be right now this way. So as I said, I'm trying to test a little bit on Schmeichel without coming to cross. So, but it's up to you. I don't care about how you use the goalies. It just like personal preference. Frankie De Jong, this time no step up. I don't need him to step up in this formation. It's a little bit more vulnerable in defense. Join the attack only. And as you can see, both center backs untouched. Same thing basically for my CDMs. Okay, cut passing lane, stay back, drift wide. And the reason, okay, it should be, sorry. This time I didn't, this is how it should be. This time I left cover wing on default because the left mid and right mid are a little bit high of the pitch. So I just want them to secure if they will not track back as fast as possible, okay? So Griezmann, come back on defense, stay wide and get to the box. As your more attacking midfielder, it depends if you're going to use right midfielder or left midfielder. The only difference is you have to put the more attacking one who can get to the box. So he will give you extra body for scoring opportunities. Okay. So more defensive one, as I'm using Basha. She's not a target player. Stay wide, but no balance cross. I left on default, and the reason why she's on target player because I looked for her during the game to make these crosses. We all know what playstyle plus she has, so I'm using her for that matter. Okay, Ribery. Now, basically, you can leave him. This is that you can test everything on balance and the position freedom. Test two things: free roam or drift wide. I prefer the free roam on him, but drift wide was also pretty good. The reason for it, I don't want him to stick to position, so again we have a room for De Jong to move up, okay? And the one attacker, I put him on totally on balance, and let's say the more player that you want to utilize his pace and stuff, just drift wide and get him behind. All right, that's it. No examples this time, so I'm waiting for your comments so you can tell me, guys, what do you think about the formation, if it worked for you or not. Basically, let me know, okay? And the second thing, please, when you put, just remember about one thing: to make this instruction viable, join the attack, you have to turn D-pad. I think it's on a D-pad, it's up and down after that, but just I don't it's automatic when I'm playing, but just I can't recall right now. So you have to use D-pad to make additional instruction when the game starts with an extra striker. Then you will see that magic that for that extra player joining the attack. Okay, I can't believe that without examples and stuff, we still made the video of 26 minutes long. It was thank you for waiting, guys, such a long time again for my uploads, but as you know, I'm not gonna upload every day. I want to test, I want to work on the formation and tactics. This is not the tactics. I know it's not everyone's gonna like them and stuff. It's okay, because we all play different way. So, but I hope you will enjoy it and have fun with it. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing, let me know in the comments again. And the third thing, let me know also if you want gameplay examples of how I'm building up and creating chances with this formation and defending also, basically. That's the third thing, and the most important part. Thank you for all new subscribers, for all likes, for all your support, guys. I really appreciate that, and I'm really happy that you are still coming back to my channel and liking all those videos. And enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching.